Happy Friday, BookTube! Yay! It's Friday for Friday Reads, and my cat Winnie's here. It's a nice sunshiny day. So I have been working on this week, mostly mammoths. So I haven't really got through many books this week, so I'm planning for this weekend, along with the mammoths, to read some shorter books, some like fast, like mysteries or something, for March. What is it? March Mystery Madness. So to like maybe feel like my momentum is picking up a bit. So I'm going to start with talking about the mammoth that I'm sorry, my cat's tail's in the way. The mammoth I'm currently working on is Moving On by Larry McMurtry. And this is focusing mainly on a young couple who recently got married, and they're in Houston, Texas. And they're kind of like, they're really young, they don't know what they want to do. They went to college to get the bachelor's, but they have enough money where they don't need to rely on that. And so it starts off with a road trip through like the Midwest and through like the upper West, like Montana and Wyoming and Colorado. And it's a really cool way of seeing the country, because Larry McMurtry is really good with like his settings and characters. And so this book focuses a lot on those two. So you get, so far I'm getting like the best of Larry McMurtry. Because the only other big book I read by him is Lonesome Dove, which I know a lot of people are doing for their mammoth. But since I already read that, I was just looking through, because people kept mentioning Larry McMurtry, and so that's how I came upon this book, because I was looking for a big book. And so yeah, it's a nice read so far. I'm about like 35% of the way through, and I'm hoping, because I do plan to read one more mammoth, and so I'm hoping to finish it around like the 20th or so that it give me like 10 or 11 days to complete my last mammoth of the month, which is Anna Karenina. This next one I've been kind of switching back and forth between the mammoth and this one the last couple of days, is Nora Roberts' Vision in White. And this is about 4 friends who have grown up together in like a small town Connecticut feel. And they have this big house where they've turned it into like a wedding venue. And so each of the friends does a separate part of the wedding wedding day. Like one of them is a photographer, one of them does the catering, one does like the organization, and one does like flowers and decoration. And so I think it's the first book in the Bride Quartet, so I'm assuming you're gonna get one book on each of the characters, and they all have distinct personalities. This one is focusing on the photographer. Her name is Mackenzie, and it's her tale of like how she's really warring with her mother, and so she's trying to really focus on this business that she started with her friends. And of course, there's a romance involved since Nora Roberts and her journey with that. And so it's a really fun, light read for me to pick up this weekend or continue. And then this next one that I'm slowly working my way through is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. And I've just been reading the 15 chapters each week. Last week I just put the reading on Saturday and Sunday as like a nice treat to myself. And so I've been the same thing. I haven't touched it this week, but I'm going to pick it up Saturday and Sunday for the read along. And so for this read along, we'll be, I think right now we're like 40 or 50% of the way in. So with this reading, probably like 75%. I'm really enjoying it. And this last one is another read along that I'm doing, the Wheel of Time read along, which the first month is this month. They're doing Eye of the World, and there's 14 books in this series, and so each month will be a different the next book in the series. And so this is the first one, the Eye of the Cattail, Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. And I think it's the same as the Mammoth. I'm about like 30% in or so. And I don't plan on finishing this until the end of March, so I still have time to get through it. And this is my third reading, but it's been a long time since I've read this one. And it's a really good opening. It's kind of like Lord of the Rings, how it's like starting out in a small village, and they're really far from like the main city centers. And so they're all like farmers and sheep herders and like small town shop owners. And something happens where they get kind of like there's 3 friends and a couple like side characters get thrown into a big adventure to basically see the world, like and go to the Eye of the World, which is in the title. So yeah, I'm basically at the very beginning. They haven't left the village yet, But anyway, so this is my third time reading it, but it's been a long time, and I'm just realizing like the way he's writing, like it's huge chapter chunks. I mean, not chapter chunks, huge paragraphs, and so I feel like it could be edited if I can critique it. Yeah, it could do with some editing because it's like it's not very fast paced, at least in the beginning, but it's still a really good story. So those are the 4 books I've been working my way through this week, and then the next 2 are the books, like brand new books I'm planning to pick up probably tomorrow, so I can finish up. I'm hoping to finish up Vision in White today, so I can pick up these other ones this weekend. And so this one is Maisie Dobbs by Jacqueline Winspear, and this is the first book in the Maisie Dobbs series. And this is a mystery / historical fiction book, and so this is for the March Mystery Madness. And this one says, Maisie Dobbs isn't just any young housemaid. Through her own natural instinct and the patronage of her benevolent employers, she works her way into college at Cambridge. When World War I breaks out, Maisie goes to the front as a nurse. It is there that she learns that coincidences are meaningful and the truth elusive. And so this is, like I said, it's like historical fiction because it's set in World War I, and she's going to be a nurse. And so I'm not sure exactly what the mystery part is going to be, but we'll find out. So, and I've heard a lot of good things about this. I've seen it make its rounds on BookTube, and I thought with March Mystery Madness would be a good time for me to pick it up. And this last one, because I've been reading so many fiction books this month, I miss nonfiction. I normally try my best to do like 50-50 nonfiction, but I haven't this month. So I'm gonna make a little reprimand with that, or remedy with that. With this book is The Internal Frontier, and you can see North America in this outline, by Tim Flannery, and it's The Internal Frontier, an ecological history of North America and its peoples. And this is kind of like the ecology and evolution of all the different species that have lived in the North American continent for like the very beginning of the forming of the world to present day, I believe. So it's basically going to be the natural history. So yeah, this is I'm not gonna finish it this weekend, but I'm gonna make a start. So yeah, these are the books I'm gonna be reading this weekend. I'm hoping to have a really good weekend. My boyfriend's sick. I was just sick last week, and now he's just has a cold this time. So I'm gonna have lots of reading time. I'm planning to do lots of walks with my dog. It's really nice. It's like 65, 70 each day, which is perfect weather for me. I love it when it's like springtime weather. I feel so bad because I'm watching the news, and like my phone like alerts me with like different like things happening in America, and I'm getting all these like alerts about the blizzards that are going on and the flooding in the Midwest, and I just feel so bad because here I am enjoying this sunshiny weather, and they're in like blizzards and floods and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of dog walking and probably some audiobook listening along with sitting here and reading. So yeah, let me know what you're reading. Thanks. See you soon, BookTube.